Two social workers on a mission to change the narrative, Millennial Babies podcast seeks to empower others in making changes to maintain their physical, emotional, and mental health. This podcast is about becoming the best version of ourselves. I hope you feel inspired. Join Bria Spencer and Phadia Jean-Pierre bi-weekly as they initiate conversations about mental health, fitness, and travel. Share this with someone who needs it. Follow us on Instagram at millennial_babes_podcast, and let's continue the conversation.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our season 2 of the Millennial Babes podcast. Today, we are so excited to come back. I have Bria Spencer with me here, who is a mental health social worker, and I am Phadia Jean-Pierre, mental health social worker. We are excited to take you on this journey with us. Season 1 was phenomenal. It was captivating. It transformed our life. And we can't wait for you to join us on this conversation for season 2 because we have a lot in store for you. And so let's get started. Welcome back, Bria. How are you doing? Are you excited to be back?
I'm excited to be back, to jump right into season 2. You know, I think season 1 was really just our start of just transforming, and we were riding, you know, different emotions because we had a rough summer, but we got through it as well and learned a lot. And I'm doing pretty well. I think going into season 2 this time around, I'm in a pretty good space. And a lot of exciting things happened in this past month that we've been off. So I'm ready to share with everybody.
Especially with you. You've just been on fire the past couple weeks.
Yes. So I actually solidified my business. I launched it, Body by Bria. So over the summer, I was working a lot behind the scenes with making it into an LLC and continuing to share my journey. So what Body by Bria is I am a keto coach. I'm able to coach and guide people on the keto diet and how you can benefit from it in your life, as well as how to manage your emotional and mental health, because everything aligns with how you feel about yourself. If you're having a horrible day, sometimes people emotionally eat. That's how I am. When I'm happy, I eat. When I'm sad, I eat. And so that was one of the things that contributed to my own weight gain. Also just, you know, suffering from postpartum depression after I had my daughter. So I wanted to find a way to get myself recentered and just live a healthier life. And that's what really started my journey with keto. Lost 30 pounds on it, you know, feeling really good about myself. I've learned how to identify my own triggers, and also taking care of myself and learning what self-care looks like. And that is so important when it comes to just anyone, wherever they are in their journey, whether it's through weight loss, whether it's going through different challenges in their life. It's so important to take time out and take care of yourself. And so that is what Body by Bria is all about. Not only focusing on your physical health, but also focusing on your emotional and mental health and bringing all of that together so you feel empowered, you feel great, and you're living a healthier lifestyle. And this is for, you know, women who really want to get back to themselves, because I know how it feels as a new mom to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, where is my old body?
Yes.
You know, and having all of these emotions. But I also know how it feels pre-motherhood, trying to work on your physical health and your different emotions and not knowing where to start, and literally trying every single thing in the world to get your weight to a certain place and not finding something that works for you. So I've had that experience and continue to share that with others and really want to empower other women, no matter age, you know, where they've been in their life, just to get back to who they are. So that's what I've been doing. I've also partnered up with Millennial We, who they've connected me with so many amazing women, entrepreneurs from different industries, and we've come together, helping others, not only just starting their own businesses, but also focusing on your health too. And so that's been really empowering, and being able to focus on my health, where I'm part of an accountability fitness group. So twice a week we work out with a bodybuilder and a personal trainer. His name is Jerry, and he's a celebrity personal trainer who works out with like Cast of Power and has so many other influential people that he trains. And again, our bodybuilder is Wendy Cruz, who is amazing, and she's a mom as well. And so they're both motivating and empowering. And just even the group of women that I'm a part of, and our team, it's just, we want to see each other win. Every single day we encourage each other, we meditate, work out, also how we can continue to grow in our own businesses and create generational wealth, not only for us but for other people. Like, this is an opportunity to join a team, not to only work on your physical health and get healthy, but also level up too, especially with, COVID happening in a pandemic, and losing job is another way of just trying to get residual income. So that's been amazing in itself, and having that partnership and how it aligns with my business, and just growing and connecting with other people. And so I feel like everything has been going good. Got Body by Bria, and my partnership with Millennial We and this great team, and just more stuff. Like, I feel like more things are gonna open up and come, and I'm just so excited. And I'm so excited for it. And we definitely have something huge coming up in 2021 that we're not quite ready to share yet, but we are so excited.
Let's pause on that. Let's pause on that, because you haven't mentioned it yet.
No, not yet. We can't. Yeah. We gotta let the audience wait, but just letting you guys know.
Exactly.
I think season 1 has definitely put us, in a position to really open more doors for us, but not even just that. Us following in our purpose, I really feel has really guided us in listening to what's in front of us, our gifts, being able to share that with other people, and creating more opportunities, and having us both be fearless.
And I'm like excited and proud of you, like, to see like the transition. I know you were having like a hard time lunching, and I was like, hey, just, giving you the encouragement and just doing it. So I'm happy, like, you launched your business and you're connecting, and you also encouraging me. And I'm like, okay, I gotta make sure I stay fit. So I'm like working out too, so it's definitely like the transition, you're transforming. So I love it. So like, definitely keep going, because you're reaching a lot of women and other people out there, and you're connecting with them, and you're doing something that's really exciting. So yeah, keep going, don't stop, because we all need this. We need this, and I know I need
it. Yeah, and it's fun to be able to just show up and be authentically yourself, and be able to share that with other people, and just see how they connect, with you, or just see how they themselves feel like empowered to start beginning their own journey as well. And that's what I'm truly here for.
And that's all you can do.
Yeah. What about you?
Me, you know what? Since season 1 ended, I just been really just trying to figure out what I want to do. Like, finding, I read a book about finding your purpose, right? Just covering everything, and it's just really like, okay, where am I in life right now? What excites me? And the pandemic, of course, like, had an effect, and it's just, I find myself going through a lot of transition, and just moving along this transition. I'm still part of the nonprofit where, we're still helping kids in Haiti and helping kids here. We just launched a scholarship program where it's for the Fairfield County. So if you're like in Connecticut, locally, like, reach out to us. It's Heart and Purpose Inc. And we definitely, providing scholarship for school, because we know kids need that. And we're still supporting the girls, you know, in Haiti that from orphanage that we are also putting through school. So it's a lot of things happening. And for me, it's just with the podcast, just, you know, what are we doing with it? Where are we going next? And I'm just moving in my career. I'm just transitioning. I'm understanding who I am more, what I like, what I don't like, you know, when to take space. And like you said, the self-care too, it's like really taking care of myself. You know, I just experienced a loss. So that definitely, like, that hit me. So it's like, you know, that took me back a little bit, just looking at life differently. And then just the conversation I'm having with individuals is different. It's not the same. And people are looking at me like, what's going on here? It's because I'm having a different mind. I have a different mindset. Everything is just switching in my mind. It's just different. It's taking me to a different space. And we're part of that brown world with ISIS. And that also is transforming also. Like these girls that we're in a group with, I just love the fact that they're empowering, they're supportive. And it's just encouraging when you're at your low point, you know, the encouragement that we have and just being around individuals and, you know, my boss at my job, just being around individuals that are empowering and supporting and see your strength and they see your talent and your skills and they say like, listen, like, don't sleep on yourself, right? Just you gotta keep pushing. And I think that's why I am. It's like, Phadia, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. Right? You went through the roughness last year, and look how far you've come. Like I feel like I'm adult. I'm adult. This is
welcome to adulthood.
Like, right? Yeah. So it's been amazing. It's been great, and I'm enjoying it. And I'm just open to the changes, the transformation, and I don't know what God has in store for me, but I am walking on this journey. I'm just excited, and here I am. I'm like, whatever you want to do with me, whatever it is that you're using me for, here I am. Take the lead.
Yes, and you know, I'm so happy that you said that, you know, whatever, God, like whatever you are using me for, I am open to that. And it brings me back to the 21-day devotional that we have been doing with Isis and the girls from the Brown Girl Business World. So Phadia and I, did a 21-day devotional with a group of girls and with Isis. And for 21 days, we would just, you know, go into the Holy Bible app and do the prayer. And it brings me back to the theme that keeps happening throughout these past 20 days, because tomorrow's the last day, is that
actually it's today.
Today's
oh wow, the last day.
Yeah. Is that you have to allow yourself to be open and pray to God and tell him, use me, because you have given me gifts. You are my father, and my father is the one who has made me and knows my destiny and has designed me, because he sees my journey before we even know it. And we just have to continue to be in a space of being obedient, but also being in a space of openness, because if we are not being obedient and ready to receive, we are not going to receive the abundance in our journey to be prosperous in our purpose. Listen,
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When we did day 19 on the devotional, and after you and I had the conversation the night prior, and to wake up to that is a testimony, right? Just the title itself, it was like Father's dream for your life. It's not my dream. It's his dream for my life. After I read that, I was like, ding, 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 ding. Like, I was like, oh my God. Like, I'm so happy that Isis, like, you know, made us, like, you know, introduce us to the 21-day devotional, because after I read it, it was like asking God to say, like, you know what? Use me. What is it that you want me to do? I know what I want to do. I know how I want to show up. Where do I need to do it? How? And I was like, whatever it is, speak it through me. It's not me speaking. It's you speaking through me, sending the message. And I'm asking him for, like, to give me the wisdom and the understanding and the revelation about the spiritual things, like, so it can be clear to me. After I read that devotional, and you saw I went in that chat and I said to the girls, like, listen, like, he's with us. We just have to, like, put it in prayer and believe it
Yes.
and say, you know what, here I am. This is the
Yeah.
journey. And whichever direction it takes me, like, it's okay. It's okay. I might lose in the way, but I'm actually not losing. I'm gaining. And I think that's where I was struggling with. It was more like what I'm losing in the process. And it's interesting because someone said to me, what are you attached to? Why are you so attached to this thing that you can't let go? You say like you're going with your purpose. You want to find your purpose. You want to do this, but you're attached to this thing and you can let go, and it's keeping you from that. And so after I read that, Father's dreams for your life, Bria, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know where we're going, but all I know is he's using us, and I'm allowing him to enter in my heart. I'm allowing him to use me and give me the wisdom. And before I even go into a conversation now, before I do anything, I said, God, what is the words you want me to say? How do you want me to show up?
Yes.
What do you want me to pay attention to? What do I need to walk away from? What do I need to do? Like, I'm like, use me. Before I go to anything now, I find myself like, if this is what you want me to do, if this is where you want me to go, I'm following. You are the leader, you are leading me, and I'm following, and here I am.
Because we cannot do it alone. And that's not just saying, okay, that we are perfect. No. And it's not saying that anyone is perfect. But you also have to get to a place where you need to lean on your faith to get you to where you want to be. And that is also, sometimes we are not strong enough to let go of the things that we are attached to that no longer serves us. And so in order to begin to walk into your purpose, you have to lean on your faith and call on God to help you to be able to let go of things that no longer serve. That energy, if there is something or someone that every time you step into that, like around that person or that thing, and your vibe is just off, that's negative energy. That means you have to let it go. And it can be so hard, even if it's something, it's so hard, even if it's someone that you have history with, if you're in a relationship with, if you're in a marriage with, if you've been at this job for so long, if this is a friendship, anything. But
Bria, it's hard.
It's hard.
I'm telling you, it's hard.
I've been there. Easy. I understand. However, if you love yourself, I know that everyone loves themselves. But if you really want to find what your purpose is, you have to take steps and trust in yourself. And to be able to trust in yourself, you have to trust and lean on God and your faith to lead the way and give you divine guidance and wisdom. To be able to have that strength to let go and see more clearly what your journey is, because God will give you signs.
Oh, he sure is giving a sign.
Listen, these 21 days devotional.
The past couple weeks, I'm just like, really? I woke up one day, I was like, really? I'm like, seriously? This is how you're going to do it? This is how you're going to show up for me?
I had many moments where like, I heard you, God. I see it. Okay. All right. I heard you. Okay. All right.
Right. It's like he's going to knock down doors and he's going to disrupt until, because you can't ask. There's a difference. You can't ask for it and not be ready to receive.
But you can't ask for it, but not also put the work in to be able to be everything. Just don't ask, but like, God, give me this. No. Because you have to also work to get what you're asking for. That means you have to show up no matter how hard to be able to get the abundance and prosperity that is going to be for you.
Yes, and I think it's good that we have each other and like we're holding each other accountable, and we have a group that's holding us accountable, that is making sure like we are staying on track and doing what we need to do, because it's important. I am at that space right now where it's like I'll be honest. I think a week ago, I did not want to I shut down. I literally shut down. I was like, I didn't want to do anything. I had no motivation, and I was just like, oh my God, this is not good. This is not good. So when I opened that devotional and I was reading it, and for the, it's the breakthrough. It's like, you know what? I need to go to this. This feeling is important that I'm feeling. So now it's going to take me to where I need to go. So I found out it motivated me. It was like that affirmation I was looking for, because when I do therapy with my clients, I am helping them through their own challenges, and I'm helping them find their own affirmation. And I'm like, with me, I'm like, come on, body, you need to use it. Like, this is for you too, so that's what I gotta say. Like, he's doing it for me, and I can feel it. And
and it also helps you to be accountable. Like we have, Brown Girl Business World to hold us accountable. I have, my team and my fitness team holding me accountable. We've also been holding each other accountable, checking in with each other. And it's important to be able to have that support to keep you in alignment with your vision and your purpose. Yes, there are going to be days where it's hard. There are going to be days where imposter syndrome kicks in. There's going to be days where fear kicks in and self-doubt kicks in. But if you have something to support you, it automatically makes those things like go away or put you at a bit more ease. And then you come back and you're like, all right, you know what? This is for me. Like, I can do this. I know what my why is and what it's going to lead to, and I know how it will impact other people. And that is something for me that I always continue to go back on when it comes to just, my own business and like working with clients, because it's so important to hold on to that and keep that drive going as well and being motivating.
But let's talk about that book we read, The Believe Bigger, because it goes right into it, right? Believe Bigger by Marshawn. She says, you have to speak life into what you seek, not the suffering you seek. Let me read it again. Because I don't think you get it. It says you have to speak life into what you seek, not the suffering you seek.
Speak on it.
What does it say for you?
It's like law of attraction and manifesting what you want. For me, I have a vision and I know what that vision is. And you have to talk like you already have it. I want a beautiful home to have my family in. I already have it. I will have that home to have my family in, and that's essentially what it means. Like, you have to have a thought, see it, and speak on it. Give it words. And then when you give it words, what are the feelings that you are feeling? Concentrate on that and focus on that feeling. Like, I'm so excited, I'm happy, and I can see myself walking into this big, beautiful home. Everyone is just running around and excited. That's speaking life into the vision of one of my visions that I seek for myself, but also trusting and knowing that it will happen with faith in God guiding my steps as well. And not focusing on the hardships. Yes, there may be obstacles, but at the end of the day, having sole belief that whatever you believe in will come to light and come into fruition in all like timing.
And I think, and you hit it right on the nail, because it's like, you can't just focus on the suffering. We're all going to have obstacles. We're all going to have disagreements, confrontations, anything that just bring the negative feelings that you don't want to, to feel, or the things you don't want to deal with. But that's what we need to help us with, speaking life into what we want by knowing what we don't want, right? But also, like, what are the good things that's happening? those things are valuable too. Don't forget about those, because just because you're going through a hard time, and that's something I had to learn for myself, because honestly, it's a challenge for me, because sometimes when it hits, it hits. It hits. And when I read that book and the devotionals, it was more like, it's okay to go through that. Now, are you going to let it like just take over? Or are you just going to get up and just do what you need to do? Right? So start speaking life into it. I started like literally, I had like my wall, like I started writing it. Like I'm literally like, I wrote my name and my license and like, I want this. Like I'm speaking life into it. I'm seeing it and like saying to myself, like, I'm a badass. Like it's okay if nobody else sees it and understand it. That's okay. It's about me, because it makes me feel good, because I move differently. I speak differently and I see things differently. And when I'm able to connect, I love that. I love that. And
it's the power of positive affirmations and that self-talk. It's not easy, because not everyone knows where to start or how to do it. And listen, YouTube is your best friend. There are so many 5-minute, guided self-talk that will just give you positive affirmations. And when you start to listen to that every day, just for 5 minutes, it becomes ingrained in your body, and you begin to feel a shift in how you feel. You begin to feel more confident in yourself and more strong and empowering. And then you are able to see things in a different perspective and create boundaries. And that's what happened to me. Like I've learned to say no.
yes.
And that's been the hardest thing for me, but I didn't realize that. Like I was always overextending myself to other people. Naturally, I'm just an empathetic person. I love to help people. That's just who I am. But sometimes it was draining me. And so I come to learn that it is okay to say no, because it's also another form of self-care. And you're also creating boundaries, not to say you want to cut people off. It's just, you also have to kind of protect your own energy and peace. So when you begin to find power in saying no to certain things, you're like, oh, this feels good. And my energy is at ease, and I'm feeling a bit calm. And so it's also important in creating boundaries and what that looks like for you, all while empowering yourself and finding like what your journey looks like when you are figuring out what your purpose and calling is, because all of that is going to come up, because all of it came up for me.
But just to take a step back, right? It's switching your mindset, because I think the thing that I'm noticing is that with me too, we get comfortable with what's not going well, because it was not positive in the past. This is what I experienced, and this is what I know, and this I'm comfortable with. So I'm assuming this is what's gonna be going into it. And it's so funny, somebody said that to me, is that I'm so easy staying in the negative. I don't know how to be positive. I don't know how to change that positive information. And all it takes is for us to switch our mindset and say, you know what? It's okay, I'm gonna be okay. I feel safe. I feel joy. May I be gentle with myself. Like, be gentle with yourself. And we do extend ourselves, and we want to please other people. We want people to like us. We want people to we want to work, other people. We want to make sure we are in alignment. And sometimes it's hard. And when you find it hard, like you find yourself like wanting to go that extra step, but it's still not working. So it's like, okay, you start looking at yourself. It's like, okay, what's wrong? But it's like, no, there's nothing wrong. It's just you and this person is just not in alignment, and it's okay. It's okay, because we don't want to lose people that we care about. When we care and we love, I think that's where it makes us feel stuck, because it's like, I feel this way about this person. So like, does that mean I don't care and love them? But no, it doesn't mean you don't care and love. It's just that you gotta love yourself. You gotta go within, because there's something that's happening with you. There's just transformation that's happening, and when it's transforming, just certain things is not in alignment anymore.
Oh my God, like that, you saying that, hit it for me, because So I've been in this space where I feel a transformation. I feel a change. I can't quite put my finger on or name it, the feeling, but I sense it. And I'm starting to see that there are people and things that are not in alignment anymore with me. And I'm just like,
it's scary.
Wait a minute. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. But this person, this situation, this thing has been in my life for so long, and it has been a big part of my life. And now you're showing me, God, you are showing me that they are no longer in alignment. And I feel like when you find your purpose, right, and you begin to elevate, and then there's even if it doesn't even have to be a partner, it could be friends or a workplace, and they don't fit your purpose, or they're not like growing with you,
or you don't fit their purpose,
or you don't fit
their alignment. It doesn't have to be you. It's just that you don't fit their purpose and alignment.
Right. So it's like your paths begin to go a separate way, and then you're just like, wait, I see this happening, but I don't know. Like, I'm scared of where this is going. So God, show me, going back to Marshawn and what she wrote, saying, God, show me your bigger version of me. Show me the higher version of me. And you're asking for this and you're praying about it, but then you're beginning to see that people who are no longer in alignment, people or situations are going away. And it's like,
well, I don't think they're going away. I think we see it as going away because we're like, because he's transforming us and taking us to a different path. We think like automatically like the relationship we have is not sustainable. Like, right, it's not gonna be here. So it's like, how do I walk in my purpose, and how do they walk in their purpose? But can we maintain what we have? Is us walking in our purpose going to take us apart? Because I care about you, because I love you, I don't want to lose my relationship that I have with you while I'm working on my purpose and while you're working on yours. Because let me tell you something, when you reach the top, I'm going to root for you. I want to see you win. I want to see you win. I want to see you get to that finish line.
Exactly.
I think
that's what it is.
Yeah, I think it's just scary because it's like, I want to be there with you, but sometimes we can't be there. I can't be there with you. I can't walk the path with you because I have to walk my path. But how can we walk our path and maintain what we have?
Right. Or how can we walk our path and not feel like we're leaving them behind, even because we want them. You want them to be able to be on your journey too, and celebrate those accolades. But it's just like, don't just be on my journey and ride the curtail, be on your journey, but and also work on yourself and push yourself so that you can level up too. And that's where my headspace. It's a lot. That's where my headspace has been, and just the journey and the purpose and the calling, and it's just like, whoa.
You saw me. Right. You saw me going back and forth. Like, I'm just like, I don't want to lose this. It's like, am I really losing though?
Right.
Are we losing?
Are you really losing?
We're gaining. We're both gaining.
Yeah.
We're both gaining. I'm seeing it in more in a positive light versus seeing a negative light, because that's what I was coming from years ago, is that for me, things that was changing, that was transforming, I saw it as like a negative thing. And and I felt stuck. It's like, how do I grow? Because I feel like I need this thing, I need this person, or I need to do this, and now that I don't have it anymore because that's what I'm so used to and always have. How do I switch? And then of course, by me transforming, it brought other people into my life that I admire and I love and I care about, because I learned from them and I took something from them. They poured into me, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I went, and they helped me elevate, they helped me transform, they helped me look within, they challenged me in different ways. And that's what I love about it. And that's why, like, for me, I'm like, I'm going to look at this as a positive thing, that this is what journey is. This is what purpose looks like. Because once you start talking to God and you start saying like, speak through me, use me, help me find the wisdom and understanding, and use me, the words that just here I am. And once you do that and you open your heart and you accept, you got to be ready for whatever comes your way.
That is so true. You have to be ready.
You have to be ready for what comes your way, because there is something bigger than you. And you don't need to know what it is.
That is so true.
You don't need to know where you're going. As long you just hear God. Here it is. I'm putting in prayer. And I wake up, and when I woke up to that devotional, it said it for me. And it was just like, and it's so funny, after I read it, I was like, really, God? I was like, seriously? Like, this is what I had to wake up to? And today is the last day, and I feel like I need my breakthrough. I think I need my breakthrough. It was scary. It felt anxious. My stomach was like turning. But that's good. That's a good sign. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, definitely.
If your fear is not bigger than you, it has to be bigger.
That's true. That's when you gotta push through. If you are not fearful, then it's not for you. I think I remember. I think she said it in the book, or I may have heard it somewhere. Is that if you have a vision and you know that you want to bring that vision to life, but it scares you, that means you're supposed to do it.
And that's where I am. Because I've been seeing it, and I'm just like, how do I do this? How do I do it? I do it because it's right there. It's right there for me. It's right there for me. And we have to support. We just have to continue to hold each other accountable, set our boundaries, say no, practice self-care, eat healthy, whatever that looks like for you, you got to do it.
Yeah, definitely. Because you have to be in alignment. In order to receive, you yourself have to be in alignment. And that goes with taking care of yourself, mind, body, and soul, so that you are open enough to receive and be able to see the signs and the messages, because they are there and they will come to you.
Yes. So, Bria, let's help our listeners find their purpose this season, because we finally woke up. I know I woke up. I know what my purpose is, and I'm still learning what it is, and I'm walking into it, and I put it into God's hand. I'm like, here I am, and use me and take me. So, what do we say? Are you ready to help our listeners, our guests, find their purpose?
I am. I was definitely asleep, but now I'm awake, and that's, this is my purpose. My purpose is to be able to guide others in finding their own journey and helping them figure out what that looks like. And that's what we're doing with season 2. Season 2 is all about finding your purpose, what that looks like, empowering yourself, being okay, being fearless, as well. And so many other things. I cannot reiterate like how excited I am. The lineup is dope.
I'm excited. Like, hey. I love it. Yes. All right. Well, we got one more thing before we end.
Okay.
We got to do a wild card question.
Oh, we are back with a wild card segment.
We have to do a wild card segment because this is juicy and fun. So, you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
All right. So, pick a number from 1 to 10.
4.
Okay. It says, Bria, what advice would you give your younger self?
Oh my gosh. What advice would I give my younger self? That everything will be okay. That everything will be okay, and to trust yourself. Trust yourself in any, I like that. I just went back to my 15-year-old self, like, girl.
And I was thinking of myself, like, ooh.
If I knew that at 15, 13 years old, I would have made different decisions.
Yes, I would too.
Is knowing that.
But I think also at the same time, it's like trusting the process. But I think also like our experience we needed those experiences to be
Yeah,
where we are today.
definitely. It shaped us. It shaped us in who we have become and becoming. Because, life is always evolving. What about you?
God. Okay. My favorite number is 9, but I think I should go with 1. I will do 1.
What's your favorite positive affirmation?
Oh my God. Mine is, may I be gentle with myself. I use may I instead of I am, because I watched an interview that inspired me, and I was like, it was like, you can't always say I am. I know you are I am, but are you gentle with yourself? So I use this with myself, like, may I be gentle with what I'm doing? May I be gentle with what I'm saying? Be gentle with myself, because whatever I'm going into, it's okay. So yeah, just being gentle, just loving myself. I'm in the journey of loving myself differently than I used to. So that's mine.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Yes. Well, Bria, thank you so much. I'm so excited. I can't wait. So, and I'm excited for our listeners, and I can't wait for, all the guests that we're going to have, and I can't wait for the message that we're going to receive and that we're pouring out to our audience. And so if anything, guys, resonate with you during this episode, leave us a comment. If you'd like to be a guest or want to suggest a topic that you want us to cover, just email us at themillennialbabespodcast@gmail.com. And we're also on IG at millennialbabes_podcast. So please reach out, and we can't wait to have some exciting conversations.
Yes. All right. Thank you, guys. Until next time.